looking for ideas. Let me see.
Take that time. It's been a while to just listen to a bit of music, trying to, like, I don't know.
There's a bear generator. I have an idea for a little game.
Okay.
I can start to build something and
Alright.
alright. Just first I have to figure out what I'm building. That site no longer works. Oh, on the very amusing note though, where is it? I came across a thing earlier.
Okay.
So in in the words I said to Sid, good to see Zombieland has suddenly gained significant cultural relevance.
We're still breaking up.
Um, Here, actually, I'll. Can you hear me in the stream?
Hold up.
Do, 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 do.
Well, remember, the stream has the lag.
True.
Uh, I'm not seeing the stream yet.
Okay. Either way, though, as I mentioned to Sid, it's good to see that Zombieland holds some significant cultural relevance at the moment.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I actually like using this a little bit better because I can actually hear. Eh. Um, just because we don't get the back echo.
Shh, that's fair. Um, oh jeez, what do I use? Or actually, there. Here's another idea for a game. Okay. Yeah, so here's another idea for a game.
Okay.
Uh, you ever hear of the Winchester Mansion?
The place with all like the weird like random dead ends and like the a really weird, like,
Yep, that's the
uh,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know the story behind it?
Uh, I know they made it into a shitty movie.
Well, that is a thing, yeah.
Generally speaking, she did it to confuse the ghosts of the people who were killed by Winchester weapons.
Yeah, and she got all of her. She actually goes during seances. So. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, it's adorable. We could do a sort of Winchester Mansion thing where, like, I can start building and then, like, you throw out something like staircase, trapdoor, whatever, and I work in there.
Uh, I think tonight just kind of like build whatever you wish, and we'll figure something out tomorrow. Just my head is fucking throbbing.
Hmm.
I, I don't think thinking right now is the best idea.
I mean, if you need a call early.
I'll give it a couple more minutes just because I spent so much of this bitching and just like some decent conversation or something that isn't me wanting to pitch Sony or complain about the other stuff. I'm not gonna bring up because I'm gonna get started again.
Also, my microphone is on my nose.
That's adorable.
Also, I have to give some mad props to my job right now because, like, I was having trouble, like, reaching some of the stuff when, like, closing and everything. And I was like, I can't reach these things. And they're like, hey, God, I got you covered. Runs to the back, comes back over with a step. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, climbing up on top of the steps. It's only, like, 2 steps. So I'm just looking around like, I don't think I've ever felt taller than this.
Okay, that.
Like, teacher, take note. Yo.
That is funny. Oh,
Hmm. Actually, where is the beach? Oh, that's really neat.
what
So,
sunrise?
uh, random little hidden lake kind of thing.
Oh yeah, with the lava.
Yeah, that's like the perfect place for a nice little lair.
That's actually pretty cool.
Mm. Yeah. Let's do a thing right here. Okay. Uh, there we go. I
So
need.
to do a bit more writing on the storyline I'm doing today.
Mm.
It's coming across. I just need to do a bit more details, but I'm digging.
Okay. Uh, Now, is it a new thing or is it one of the things that you've been working on?
It's um it's the same thing I sent you before, but I am redoing the beginning, and I'm kind of like rejigging some elements.
Hmm.
I need to work on a little bit of like fleshing it out and kind of like doing some more. I'll actually send you the first chapter because I do have that finished.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm liking the way that it's going. Um, not started that.
Okay, let's get started on this.
Still trying to figure out a proper name for it, but so are you just going like full like sand kind of deal, or
Um, at the moment, terraforming. I need a nice flat space. Mm. Hey, you know something that might help?
hmm.
Enya, turn these bloody walls into waterfalls.
Oh, believe me, I'm probably gonna listen to some amount of music after this just to kind of get my brain back to calm the fuck down mode.
Hmm.
Oy, your fault.
I've been hearing about more fucking weird stories by the Brother Grimm.
All right, fire away. By the way,
Um.
by the way, hold on. Before you say anything,
Hmm.
I do really apologize for being such a bitch. Like, I don't know. It just feels like 90% of every conversation we've had since the PS4 started losing its mind has been me bitching 90% of it, and I do really apologize. You don't deserve to listen to that shit.
Well, I mean, it's a frustrating situation all around.
Uh,
At least,
I'll
and at least you
solve it.
can acknowledge it if you see it. So.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me. Like I said, that's the thing is, I'm far from fucking perfect. In fact, I'm probably nowhere in the ballpark. But I'll fully admit when I'm making a mistake, at least. Uh, and I usually know when I am because I can usually it's not too difficult to try to figure out. But I mean, it's
It is what it is.
like I said, I'll get it fixed up somehow.
That would be much appreciated.
Believe me, you have no idea how much I agree with you on that.
Okay, so fucked up stories. Let me think. Um, so there was this one story, and I forget off the top of my head what it was called. I have an idea of what it might have been called, but basically the story was about like these kids, right? So there were these kids, and they like I don't think they're any older than like what 10, like 9, 10 years old,
Hmm.
and they decide that they're gonna play together. So they decided they're gonna play butcher.
Oh, that's already a good start.
So one kid ends up being the pig, one kid ends up being the butcher, and one kid ends up being like the little girl ends up being like the butcher's assistant. Um, and her the whole game basically just consists of uh the boy who volunteered to be the pig. He gets his throat slit, and the little girl holds a bowl underneath to catch all the blood to make blood sausage with later. Yeah, they just straight up fucking murdered their playmate.
Now, you see, this right here is a prime example of why Chris does, in fact, not. S- I,
So, so as they're playing their game, a councilman walks by and sees this going down, and he's like, "Oh, well, shit. Okay, town meeting right now."
mm,
So the town like looks at this and goes, "Huh? What do we do about this?" Because they were just playing a children's game. Because these people are fucking morons. So the wise man of the village poses the idea of laying the the kid who played the butcher anyway, letting the kid who played the butcher choose between what is it, an apple and a gold coin, and if he chooses the apple, then like he gets to go about his merry way, and they just pretend that this shit never happened. Um, if he chooses the coin, then he's executed. Now, there's like roughly three endings to this. One of which, one being that the mother of the boy who played the pig goes nuts on the kid that played the butcher and stabs him to death. Another is,
okay.
yeah. Another is that, the kid who played the butcher ends up picking the apple, cackles like a maniac, and runs off and just lives life out normally as you do.
Mm.
And then the third is the mom. What was it? The mom stabs the boy that played the butcher, hangs herself, and then when the father gets home and finds out both his wife and son are dead, he dies of literal sadness. So, sleep tight, kids.
What is the moral of that story?
Yeah, there's some of these where it's like, what was the moral of what was the point of this whole story?
I'm missing something here. Just,
Uh, so they did just have one story that had anthropomorphic sausages. There was another one that actually did, and it involved three friends. One was a bird, one was a mouse, and one was a sausage. As you do.
Say that again. You broke up a little.
So you had three friends. One was a bird,
Yeah.
one was a mouse, and one was a
Mm,
sausage. As you do.
okay.
Um, so with winter coming, these three friends decided, hey, you know what? We should work together to survive the winter. And each of us will have our own jobs. The owl, the bird, decides, okay, my job will be going around and collecting tinder and stuff, twigs and all that, so it can be firewood. Okay. The mouse's job is to start the fire, set the table, so on and so forth. Get dinner ready. Okay. The
Hmm.
sausage's job is to fucking feed everyone because it's a fucking sausage.
Well, yeah.
As you do. Well,
The foodstuffs. Of course.
well, one day the mouse and the owl kind of get into a disagreement, thinking, you know what, your job is easier than mine. Fuck this. Okay, let's switch. Let's switch jobs. So they decide to shake things up a bit, and they decide that they're gonna take different jobs. So the let's just say this doesn't go over well. Um, the what was it? You had the sausage going around um, trying to collect firewood and gets eaten by a dog. Yeah. You
Yeah. Yeah.
the uh owl I think the owl just flat out starves and the mouse is like trying to be the sausage, so the mouse just keeps fucking throwing themselves into the boiling pot of water and dies. And so yeah, basically everyone dies.
And again. Uh,
Now, unlike the other one, I actually can see kind of where they're going or where they're getting at with the moral of that story.
okay, this should be good.
If there's a job you're good at, stick to that fucking job.
Fair point. Oh, I think I might call it. I'm honestly feeling a little bit shit.
Mm.
Like I can't focus on anything. My head is feels like shit.
Mm.
Ugh. Uh, yeah, I got nothing left in the tank. I think that earlier rant took everything out of me.
Mm. Well,
Ugh.
uh, well, I have tomorrow off, so
Yeah. Oh,
if we can figure something out, then yeah, I got the time, so.
yeah. Yeah. Like I said, just give me a jab and we'll figure something out.
Hmm.
But
Maybe I could get that
not
VR
not this.
system set up.
What was it?
Maybe I could get that VR system set up. That would be something interesting.
That would be interesting to stream. Actually, that would be interesting to watch.
Hmm.
Um, but like I said, we'll figure something out.
Hmm.
Again, I just apologize for flipping my shit all fucking night. Just I don't know.
Eh. It happens.
It's just getting barraged by all this collection shit and all of this. And the PS4 shit in the bed. It's just been a lot of things that have just been kind of like all kind of happening at the exact same time, and my brain is just like, I don't like anything. I would like to see a different channel, please.
Mm.
But I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'm just gonna watch like I said, I'm just gonna watch like a video or two and then call it a night, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, take it easy. Hell, if it helps, maybe like do like find the video on like guided meditation or something. Because if you can find the right kind, it's surprisingly helpful.
I'll just probably put on like a Game Grumps compilation or something like that. Fall asleep to it or something.
That too. Do it.
Seriously, just something mindless.
That's
Sorry.
Do it. That's great.
I'm not doing the voice. But, I don't know. I'll do that.
Okay.